what we refer to regarding the chip shortages impacting some of our sales in the fiscal first quarter relates to certain CPU shortages. By no means we see that as a long-term trend. It's impacting our Q1 here. But if you look at our gross margin guidance as well as our revenue guidance for FQ1, this is a solid guidance here.
That was the CEO of Micron trying to ease investors' worries on Squawk Alley earlier today. I'm Mike Santoli with Trading Nation. Micron stock trying to make a comeback after those bullish comments, but shares still down more than 3% after the company reported weak guidance and warned about trade on its earnings call. The move dragging on the broader semi-space today. Let's trade it. The Trading Nation team here. Mark Newton is with Newton Advisors, and Larry McDonald edits the Bear Traps report. Guys, good to see you. Mark, Micron now down about 30% off its high. I imagine that does some damage to the charts, but are you seeing any signs that maybe a recovery is in sight?
Hi, Mike. Yeah, you really don't see any evidence this far of any sort of stabilization of Micron, and that's the real concern. I mean, the stock has been trending down, as you say, since the latter part of May, down substantially, but yet still shows this pattern of lower highs, lower lows. My thinking is it gets down between really near $37 to $40, which would be right around a 50% retracement of the entire move we've seen since 2016. There's also decent support near the former highs for 2014. As the old saying goes in technical analysis, former resistance becomes support. Unfortunately, the people that embrace the stock, they say that the demand drivers are diversified. However, even the company itself said that tariffs could hurt profitability, and there's just a lot of uncertainty. It's really difficult to know when this end game for tariffs is going to materialize. And so looking at the stock, it just seems like a lot of uncertainty, and technically it's not really all that oversold on a weekly basis. So until we see evidence of that, and that would really take a move over 51 to break the downtrend, or for it to really move down a little bit lower into that buy zone for me, which really starts near 40, it's just difficult to embrace this no matter how cheap it seems.
All right, well, that would mean about at least 10% further downside risk to here. But Larry,
right.
At least on the surface, you look at the numbers, it's one of the cheapest looking stocks in the market, right? It's like 4 times forecast earnings or something like that. That can either mean it's cheap or it's a value trap. Where do you come down on that?
Well, spent the week in Washington, spent most of the day Wednesday on Capitol Hill with clients. And the feeling that I get from leadership in D.C. is the situation with China has deteriorated to really atrocious levels. China has, even in areas like intellectual property where the U.S. has China dead to rights, I mean, that's an area where they should at least admit they can move toward the U.S., toward an agreement, and they're not moving on anything. So I think that $267 billion of tariffs, we're going to get that probably in the next 10 days, and many of those new tariffs affect technology, the supply chain for many of the semiconductor stocks. So there's more pain to come, and President Trump, I think, views the market as dry powder. I mean, we're making new highs here. He's going to push China harder and harder, and that's a problem for Enron. I mean, a problem for Micron.
Yeah, gotcha. Good correction. Appreciate that. So maybe the market is not quite priced in all potential trade outcomes. Larry, Mark, thanks for your time. For more Trading Nation, head to our website or follow us on Twitter at Trading Nation.
Position size and risk-reward ratio are 2 important aspects of building a winning trade. You don't want a single position to be too big a percentage of your tradable assets. Additionally, you want to make sure there is enough profit potential to justify the risk you're taking. Consistently constructing suitable trades and adhering to your exit plan can help you build on trading successes.